Oh my jittery goodness, let me tell you about the absolute bonkers bean juice that literally transformed human civilization from a bunch of sleepy farmers into caffeinated productivity machines. That's right, I'm talking about coffee, the drink that basically wrote the Renaissance's group project while everyone else was napping. Do you realize that before coffee came along, everyone was just walking around in a perpetual beer haze because the water wasn't safe to drink? Then, some absolutely genius goats in Ethiopia started munching on these weird red berries, began dancing around like they were at a medieval rave, and their herder thought, hey, maybe I should try whatever's making my goats lose their minds. Boom! Humanity discovered its first socially acceptable morning drug. Let me tell you something that'll make your brain do backflips. The entire Age of Enlightenment was basically powered by coffee houses. While medieval Europeans were stumbling around half-drunk all day, these magical beans showed up, and suddenly everyone's sitting around in coffee houses, having actual coherent thoughts. The stock market, born in a coffee house. Insurance companies, coffee house. Modern democracy. You better believe those revolutionaries were heavily caffeinated when they decided to overthrow monarchies. Here's the absolute insanity of it all. We're taking beans from a plant, setting them on fire. Okay, roasting, but let's be dramatic. Grinding them into dust, running hot water through them, and somehow ending up with the elixir that makes Monday mornings slightly less apocalyptic. It's like some ancient alchemist went totally off script and accidentally discovered liquid productivity instead of turning lead into gold. And oh my word, the rituals we've developed around this magical bean water. People will spend more time deciding what kind of coffee to order than they spend choosing their significant others. We've got pour-overs that look like something from a chemistry lab, espresso machines that cost more than a car, and baristas who can draw better art with milk foam than most people can with actual art supplies. But the most mind-melting part, coffee has created its own economy, culture, and language. We've got people walking around saying things like quad shot, sugar-free, non-fat, extra hot, no foam latte with a caramel drizzle, like they're casting a spell in some caffeinated Harry Potter universe. And don't even get me started on the fact that we've somehow convinced ourselves that $5 is a totally reasonable price for hot bean water with milk. Let's be real here. Coffee is basically a socially acceptable way to alter your consciousness in public while pretending to be a functioning adult. It's the only drug you can openly admit to being addicted to at a job interview, and your potential employer will probably just nod in understanding and show you where the office Keurig is. So next time you're sipping on your morning brew, remember that you're not just drinking coffee, you're participating in a centuries-old tradition of humans trying to overcome their natural limitations by consuming a bitter bean juice that somehow became the backbone of modern civilization. Now excuse me while I go make my 4th cup of the day, because apparently I haven't reached my maximum level of enlightenment yet.